Hello.
Whoa! Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Hey.
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
You know, kind of hot. It's kind of hot out, actually.
It is kind of hot out.
There's been a little weird. It got cold, really cold and rainy, but now it's really hot and warm.
Yeah, weird. Like Seattle. Am I right? So city, so annoying, so funny. Hey guys, we watched Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Hey. You guys know that new Mortal Kombat movie?
This is the best episode we've ever recorded. I'm calling it here.
Yeah. We watched it. I made one of my partners watch it with me because I didn't really want to watch it. I thought it would be boring.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh God. We're both simultaneously dropping the ball. I'm like knocking everything over.
It's such a I don't know. What can we say?
Yeah.
About them? What is there to be said about the Mortal Kombat movie? First off, very funny to me to make a Mortal Kombat movie and have the main character be your OC.
Yes. Okay.
Just like I your Mortal Kombat OC. I
love it.
The whole time I was like, so what? The twist is going to be that he's Scorpion, right? That's what we're going for. And it's just no. He's just the great grandson of Scorpion.
Yeah.
But he is an original character.
He is distantly related to coolness, even if he is not himself very cool. I mean, I don't know. He was fine. I didn't have any issues with him, let's say. But I just love an isekai with a self-insert protag. That's exactly the level of fan fiction that I want from a Mortal Kombat film. I fucking had a great time with this movie, by the way. I thought it was
a hoot and a holler.
Not good, but there's some stuff to, I guess, unpack. Something to kind of have as a primer though is that I'm personally not super well read on the MK games and their stories or whatever. Jay, I don't know how well you are.
I mentioned I watched with a partner and they kind of would explain things to me every now and then because it's they're in Mortal Kombat X, I think it was the 10th in the series, they get really, really heavy on lore. So there's actually a shocking amount of lore to the series, and the movie does actually draw on that, which is extremely funny because I think only people who are super into Mortal Kombat would know or care about that.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of falls in this interesting place where there's plenty of people who, I guess, kind of care about these characters, but in this sort of non-specific way where it's kind of just the idea of Scorpion, the sort of idea behind Sub-Zero, and these sort of threatening presences with superpowers who are all murdering each other in just the absolute most horrendous and horrific ways imaginable.
It very much is just the series that is it's ironic for me to say this, considering that we just also recorded this Barroo episode, but it's just kind of as a series that I just was it seems like it's more there so that you can watch the kill compilations on YouTube.
Oh,
and see all of the cool creative fatalities that they do. There's a character where one of her bits is she takes a selfie with you after she kills you.
Those fatalities are so good. And here in the movie, the fatalities were very, very, very good. I thought that they I personally thought that they did justice to the concept. I'm not really obviously, like I said, I'm not really a Mortal Kombat person.
They definitely integrated them well, and there was a few that I distinctly recognized as oh, that's a fatality from one of the games. The guy with the big hat, whose name I don't know. The bit he does where he kills one of the flying one, and it's she's treated like this big oh, here's the big scary one, and then he just turns his hat into a saw blade and jumps on her head and like rides her into it. That's like, that is from the games. That is a kill from the games.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think like recreating that, but sort of on the silver screen, has a certain level of fun to it. I think. I don't know. Like, I'm, let's say, a sensitive person.
Yeah.
However, like I do feel as though I fully understand like the like function of a fatality and like how you're supposed to react to it, because it is really fucking funny to watch someone rip someone else's heart out, and just like these absurd like very specific types of violence that like no one is really in danger of having their arms turned into ice and exploded by a man who can do that.
It happened to me once, but it wasn't a big deal.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I totally forgot about that. Oh my god!
No, it was actually fine. I actually got the robot arms that he got afterwards as well.
Okay.
They work pretty well. It was I don't know, mistakes into miracles, you know.
I mean, like, I don't know, the like absurd gore thing is like very very. It's like it's either funny or it's like kind of gruesome in like a really sort of kind of stirring way. Like it's very visceral. So I kind of I kind of sort of appreciated it. You know, it's like not only was it like funny, but it was like, you know, true to the games, I guess. But then also it kind of, I guess, like after watching the Monster Hunter movie that like just came out, I was kind of expecting less coherency as far as specifically like the visuals and the editing. And I have to give credit because like the fight scenes for the most part are really like steady. Like you're able to see everything that's happening and they're really well edited. I thought that the Scorpion and Sub-Zero fight scene at the end was like really well structured. I don't know how you felt about that.
No, I agree. I think the film is actually, I think that was like one thing I was impressed by it is I went into it expecting it to be incoherent in the way a lot of these adaptations are. And to that extent, I would actually say this movie has a lot more in common with the Sonic the Hedgehog movie than like a Monster Hunter movie. And that it's less about the spectacle in the sense of like, look, the thing from the games that you really like on the big screen. And it's more about like, look, references to the things that you like in our fan fiction story we wrote that takes place in the same universe as the video game you like.
Yeah. Like it's
shout outs to Simon McQuoid, who I guess this was his debut film. He previously was a commercials director.
Yeah, I'm kind of stunned. Like I was expecting to see some sort of rap sheet, but this seems to be his first feature. I don't know why they trusted him with this. I guess I'm glad they did.
It is produced by James Wan, as you brought up pre-show, and I can definitely see his hand guiding it because James Wan is one of the better directors for making like pop mass media stuff.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, you don't invent like two
massive horror franchises, and also like one of the few DC EU movies that has gotten like good ratings.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. 3 massive horror film franchises. I forgot that he's also behind the Insidious franchise.
Oh God, yeah. I guess like Insidious and The Conjuring, I kind of mix up in my head sometimes, but they are different.
Technically distinct franchises. But yeah, no, he directed Insidious. He directed Conjuring. He directed the Saw movie. And he kind of like just, you know, like has really really helmed a lot of like fairly influential major film. So he's definitely picked up a lot of tricks, as it were, to telling a cohesive story that is appealing to a big screen audience. And I guess it shows here, because this movie, for an extremely unpromising start at the is would be a if it's still in theaters when you can go to a movie theater, probably would be a fun one to go see in a theater. It's a popcorn movie.
Oh, absolutely. Probably good to be on some form of intoxicant, I guess.
Yeah.
But in either case, it's like either way, it's gonna be, you're gonna have fun, probably, presumably. My favorite part of the movie is when Kano finds out about his special power by being really racist.
Bro, you ever get so racist you discover your secret power that was given to you by the galaxy?
You unlock your Thum. You get so racist that you shoot beams out of your eyes.
I will say Kano is one of those few antagonists that's very fun, where I fucking hate him. I think he's an annoying, shitty character. But it's like, that's like just him betraying them immediately based on the most obvious lie. Just like, hey, if you join our side, we're gonna become rich and take over the world. And therefore you'll be rich to take over the world too. And him just being like, I have no reason to trust you. And in fact, specifically, you have bad blood history with me, but okay.
But, fuck it. I mean, like, you guys got vacation time. This,
Vegeta level of easily negged.
Yeah. Yeah, this is my first time seeing Cabal, the character, who I guess he's here.
Cabal, which I'm trying to remember which one that one was.
The like gas mask weirdo who like.
Yeah, I didn't know that was there. Here's like, I didn't recognize like most of these characters. I am very upset they didn't have Johnny Cage in the film, and I get that they wanted to use him to tease the second one, but he should have been in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't think Johnny Cage is, like, the second film. I mean, like, I don't know, maybe MK fans are different, or, like, a different breed, and they're fucking stoked on that, dude! Fucking Johnny Cage, hell yeah, bro! But I would think that he would, show up in the first film, and then, like, the second film would introduce...
Second film could introduce, like, his daughter, who's a character in the series. She's the one who takes selfies.
I mean, like, who's a really hype Mortal Kombat character, that isn't, I guess... one of the ones in this movie. I don't know. I'm not a combat stan. I don't play video games. I've never played a video game in my life, even once.
I cannot stand fighting games. I'm just not
talk.
No shade on people who enjoy them or whatever. It's just like they combine literally the worst elements of video games to me.
Yeah, I would say that like the fighting game community is like definitely like the cream of the crop among video game communities, and that they're like tolerable to be around. And
yeah.
There's like all sorts of like, or like sometimes they are like there's just a general sort of warmth in that subsection of gamers. That being said, I can't really like. I don't think I have liked a fighting game ever in my life. I've tried Tekken, and that's a fucking mess. Super Smash Brothers. Oh my god, no, absolutely not. That's
Super Smash Brothers is like a specific vibe that's like somewhere that's like above board game night, but below Chromecast party.
It's literally like, for me personally, it's like, imagine if you're at a party and everyone is like, all right, guys, and they put up like one of those signs at the doctor to like test your vision, and just like, all right, stand here and read the middle line. Like, it's just Super Smash Brothers is just incomprehensible. I don't like it. There's so many like effects and shit, like things happening on the screen that there's like my eyes just can't focus.
That is the one thing that I will say is like here's a diss I will have against fighting game
Yeah.
likers is that playing Mortal Kombat games with them, or no, playing Super Smash Bros. Games with them at a party is like doing board game night at a poly house because they take it so seriously, and it's like this is a game. This game is the late teen to adult equivalent of kids running around being like, I can't, no, I used my infinite, no, I used my shield spell, you can't get me, I used my shield spell, I cast lightning bolt. Like it's supposed to, it is a chaos game, and that is when it is actually fun. But when it's like, oh, you gotta use, here's strategy, turn off all the items, it's like, well then fucking, what am I fucking playing?
Yeah, are we having fun anymore? Well, yeah, when you...
Oh wow, yeah, you're really showing me that you're good at the game where I can play as an electric rat and I can shock the depressed child soldier from Metal Gear Solid. Fucking what? Shut up.
Yeah, no, I mean it's very serious, Jay Bearhat. You have to consider the meta, and if you're not considering the meta, you'll fall behind. Don't you want to have fun with the game, asshole? Yeah, I don't know. Mortal Kombat's no different. I struggle with it. I don't, but it's very silly, I will say.
Yeah, no, it's the Mortal Kombat movie is also like with regards to the fatalities. A thing I can say in its favor that I was delighted about is that it is a movie that does the gore effects of a video game without feeling like forced. Like it does. It's not like they just they didn't just take the gore of a game and put it on the screen, but they made all the big violent scenes in the movie feel like when you do violence in a video game. Which I don't know, you know, that's a to your favorite, like a to your flavor thing. But it was a thing that I could recognize as like that takes skill to take something like a different kind of feedback that this would give in a video game and translate that to a screen to give you the same vibe without just like copying and pasting it over.
Yeah. I thought that the general like production design was really, really good. I can't tell if I'm insane. I think I am crazy for this one. And I think that this is a huge stretch. I'd be curious to kind of know if there was any influence from films like and including Future Cops, which is a 93 action comedy film out of Hong Kong that basically is hugely disrespectful towards intellectual property because M. Bison is the bad guy and you have like a bunch of Street Fighter characters, but also Goku is there.
That's not. Wait. What is this called? Hold on. Action Cops.
Future Cops.
Future Cops.
Yeah,
I love shit like that. So
it's a lot of. I really like. The thing is, Mortal Kombat really made me want to revisit Future Cops because I think like it had that same attitude. It had that same sense of like fun and not taking itself seriously. I felt that like Future Cops kind of does. Where it like, you know, it takes the stakes seriously for sure, and like within the context of the plot, like the characters, you know, blah 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 blah. But you know, very very also self-aware about its like silliness as well. I don't know. There were some set pieces that really almost felt like a shout out, but I can't be absolutely certain on that one.
Interesting. I mean, that would be like a good way to like really give a shout out to. I feel like that's like a deep cut that like fans would really enjoy, especially.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. It's like,
and it does seem like a film made by people who have like an interest in like doing deep cut stuff. So
yeah, like it's one thing to have the like get over here stuff. But there's like there's like deeper ways to kind of communicate with the fans. I'm almost curious about like people's perspectives who like know, who have like some sort of encyclopedic knowledge about Mortal Kombat and related things, like what other kind of tertiary references there are. Sadly, we can't give you that here.
Yeah.
You'll have to find it somewhere else.
An interesting thing I can say about the film that I remember reading about before we restarted was that they originally, because like when I watched it with my partner, we were talking afterwards, they're like, why didn't they have a fucking Toasty reference? Like, the guy who pops up and he goes like, Toasty. There was no reference to that. We're like, that's so weird. And then we looked it up, and apparently there was going to be a Toasty reference, but it got cut and was replaced with the scene where the guy goes like, Fatality.
Oh, man.
I couldn't tell you offhand, like, why they cut it, but, like, they apparently cut it, but they're like, yeah, we had, like, even filmed it and everything. And I'm, like, really disappointed because I was, like, the whole movie, I was waiting for the Toasty.
Yeah, they can't, it's gotta be in the next one.
Yeah.
God. They, also in the next one, they need to have a, babality.
Yes. And a friendship.
Yeah, and a French. I mean, like, this movie kind of had friendships, but
it didn't have the friendship fatality where
that is true.
Just go friendship.
Yeah, or animalities. That would also be stellar.
Oh, yeah,
that'd be fantastic.
Yeah. Or they could reference that one really bad game that was like a Mortal Kombat like ripoff.
Which one?
There's like fart moves in it or something. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Mortal Kombat ripoff fart fight. It's one of the like really it's one of the like classic. I think it's Ultra Vortex. It's one of the ones that's like a classic classics of game. Like
right.
Like is like one of their more popular videos is from it.
Oh, I see.
I think it maybe it's Ultra Vortex. Because it rips it off right down to the using the like weird FMV or like weird like photos of people thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like,
I think
if you really want to go like super deep cut with it, like have a Dong Dong Never Die reference,
Yeah. I think it's Tattoo Assassins.
Okay.
That's what it looks like. If you look it up, you'll see it, and it's immediately clear that it's a Mortal Kombat ripoff. But it has stuff like an ice skater whose attack is that she farts and then shoots fire out at you, and like some of the joke fatalities are like they just drop a ship on you, like a boat.
Yeah, I would love to see that. That'd be fantastic. Yeah. I don't know. This movie was a lot of fun.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed it. I expected to turn it off halfway through, and I didn't. I would say I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed the Sonic movie. And like I said, it is a very Sonic-like, for lack of a better way to put it.
Yeah, very similar feeling. Interesting to kind of bookend to the quarantine is like Sonic the Hedgehog and Mortal Kombat.
Did you also get to see it in theaters?
Sonic?
Yeah.
Yes.
What a weird. I think my last movie was actually, unfortunately, The Lodge, which fucking sucked. But I did get to see Sonic in theaters.
Yeah, I think Sonic was my last one, genuinely, which is crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of wanted to revisit the 1995 MK movie. I didn't end up doing it. But I certainly have lots of memories of watching it as a kid. Over a big bowl of mac and cheese.
Remember there was two of them?
Yes, I fucking don't think I ever watched the second one. Oh, interesting. One of the writers for this Mortal Kombat wrote the 2005 Doom film.
Oh, really?
I've
debated revisiting that to see if it's one of those films that like is air quotes good actually.
Jay, I would love to hear what you think about Doom. Doom has a chaser character in it, by the way.
Wait,
just
like
openly,
like a chaser, like a
capital C chaser who just kind of like shares it with the class, and like nobody asked about it, but he's talking about like I don't know. Please watch it and give me your full
All right.
your full thoughts on that character.
I'm taking a dive now to see if I can find it. Film Critters presents the Doom retrospective.
Oh, maybe, you know.
And you can really contrast to something like Doom in terms of like video game adaptations.
Shout out to him. He really he honed his craft. I feel like MK is like a very sort of simple, like, you know, sort of, you know, in the format of isekai video game movies. It's very like get in, get out about, you know, what it's trying to do, and it's fun. It's it's like a, you know, it's I mean that the MK premise is already there. It's like pretty easy to work with, but you know, regardless, at the same time, like. The movie, the thing.
The movie succeeds at doing what it's supposed to do.
It got the goal. It got the ball in the hoop. It got the home run. It got the, you know, what do you want me to say?
You don't watch this because you're like, whoa, I bet this is going to be an interesting story. You watch it because you're like, what if the video game played itself for me?
What if I didn't have to play it? Here's that. Damn, that's really the kind of like ultimate utility of the video game movie in general, I guess. Not having to play video games.
A choice that the film made that was very funny to me was the decision to have Sonya Blade move around like she was the SNES version of her character. There are moments where she poses with her gun where I'm like, that is like not how a human moves. That is how a video game character moves.
I guess. I mean, like, so much of the movie is like computer generated or whatever, right? That like I don't know, a little bit of inhumanity. I don't know. I feel like I didn't really notice. But in either case, like, yeah, this movie was, you know, regardless of whether I liked it, made by a computer.
Yeah, a committee fed an algorithm to a computer, and this is what came out of it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, you know, good job, computers.
Yeah,
I am entertained. You're really, you're really doing the jobs that the people don't want to do. But yeah, Mortal Kombat. I guess, what would you rather have spent your streaming ticket price on?
I'm glad I didn't spend it on Monster Hunter.
Yeah, okay. Yes.
I would have rather have spent it on... Actually, so I did streaming. I probably would have rather have spent it on seeing in theaters. This is definitely one of those films where you can tell it was hurt by the fact that they had to do like an HBO Max release.
Yes.
Like, definitely felt like a film that was like all made to just go on the big screen and kind of bombast and beat you there. And then it was just like, oops.
Yeah, which is, you know, regrettable. I mean, like, I'm sure I would have had a fantastic time in theater. And that's kind of one thing that I was like thinking while I was watching it, where I was just like, I wish I was kind of there, like, absorbing someone else's excitement over it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I like having an audience that's getting like super hyped about it, I think like, would have made it more fun.
Yeah, like being next to someone who's just like, oh my fucking god, it's fucking Sub-Zero, dude. And just be like, yeah, totally, man.
Yeah, little man. That one silly comics thing where it's like, how's it going? Hey, how's it going, little guy? And then the baby just babbles in nonsense. Then he goes, yeah. but it's me watching Mortal Kombat with somebody who lore dumps about it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I guess I would have rather spent my streaming bucks on, I don't know, one of my friends probably could use like a Twitch sub to their channel or something, maybe. Oh, fucking watch them play Mortal Kombat. Gotta watch a movie. There's the internet.
Yeah.
God damn it. And I would not rather have spent my ticket price on. I'm just gonna fucking steal yours, Monster Hunter.
Yeah, Monster. It's really just like the last like other video game movie that came out recently, and it's a stinker.
Boy, oh boy, is it cratty. It's a bad movie. Yeah, go listen to our review of Monster Hunter 2021, by fucking Paul W.S. Anderson. Thanks, Paul.
Thanks, Paul.
And thank you to James Wan and Simon McCoy and Greg Russo and Ed Boon. Thank you, Ed Boon, for everything, truly.
Speaking of streaming, we stream.
Yes, we do. God damn it. Yeah, Jay, when are you streaming? Where are you streaming? What are you doing?
I usually stream on Monday and Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Saturday is kind of like I flake more on, and then I'll usually stream, kind of randomly and arbitrarily throughout the week. Right now, my arbitrary streaming game is Nier Replicant.
Yeah.
And then probably after that, it'll probably be like Nier Automata or something.
Right.
And then on Mondays, I do Chaos Mondays, which are more wacky and crazy. I was doing the Hitman games, and then I started the Saw games, and I might keep doing the Saw games, but eventually I'm going to be returning to the Hitman games. I've just played through a bunch of those. And then on Wednesdays, I've been streaming Remedy games. So what that has been is right now I'm on Quantum Break, and coming up I'm going to be doing Control, and that'll be the end of my trip to the Remedyverse. But my VOD is linked on my Twitch page. You can go and see all the movies or see all the other games I've played, skip around them. Highly recommend the Dexter game. That one was a fucking train wreck.
Oh my god.
That was a game that I broke so badly I couldn't progress, and I had to.
Yeah.
I even brute forced all of the mini games to see if completing them all would allow me to progress, and it didn't. And so I was just stuck with literally nothing to do in the game except go to different locations, which but like the person I needed to talk to wouldn't spawn in.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
You fucking Jay, like. I've never met anyone who can break a game like Jay can break a game.
It's legitimately a thing where it's like a lot of times, like sometimes, I'll be trying on stream. There are multiple times where I just am not trying. I just go, what would happen if I did this? And what happens is that the game breaks.
Like explodes.
Yeah. Like the amount of times I've just like fallen out, I've just like gotten out of a level. I've just like completely skipped over a boss fight because like I found a way to cheese it. And it's like, again, it's a thing that I'm like not even necessarily like, oh, I'm going to try to break this. I will just sometimes be playing a game and I'll just be like, what happens if I do this? And it's like, oh, I guess no one thought about that during development.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't to shit on. It's not to shit on game developers. There, I get game development is hard. It's just one of those things. Just, my brain is just broken in a way where it's like I am constantly approaching games with a mindset of like, wow, this is a fun box of tools that you gave me. What happens if I just start fucking chucking them at the wall as hard as I can?
Yeah. I am streaming
Yes.
Tuesday and Friday. Tuesday evening, Friday afternoon. By the time this is up, my C-Man stream will probably already have happened, which you can see at my VOD channel if you search a very cute dog all one word on YouTube. But in any case, come hang out at my streams, twitch.tv/Barroo with 2 R's and 6 O's. Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm doing. We also have Film Critter Throws It Back, a Patreon exclusive series where we talk about whatever goddamn movies our patrons decide they want us to talk about. And Jay gave them a choice of films this month because it's Jay's birthday month.
Yeah. So we're doing the Twin Peaks movie, and then we're going to do I don't know yet. Actually, we should probably figure that out after. But we'll have
And then
we'll
who
have. But you'll
knows?
get. But if you join at the $5 and up tier, you get to pick the movie next week or next month.
Yes, precisely. So yeah, come hang out and join the Discord below, as always. But yeah, thanks for joining us. As they say, get over here and click the like and subscribe buttons. Don't comment anything. Don't comment anything.
Don't comment. We won't read them.
We won't read them. Don't comment anything. But in any case, yeah. I'm Barroo.
I'm Jay Bearhat.
Bye.
Bye.